Father Byaku's house has now gone completely up in flames, and Tura is still stuck underneath the floorboards. The thing is, Father Byaku is still inside the palace with the dead king, so when Osford tells Father Perlick the news, Father Byaku goes running. Seeing that there is no escape, Tura takes her life with the knife she has as Father Byaku watches his house burn down from outside. The key conspirators, Ethelwald and Ethelred, continue scheming, but their helpers Sigibrid and Aldhelm seem to be drifting further away from what their masters think they should do. Up to the Danish camp, news is spread of Alfred's death, and now the Danes start marching. Father Byaku goes to Uhtred, and he tells him of Tura's death. He tells him he knows it was one of Ethelwald's men, so the two of them can't go quietly about this. Ethelred now tells his wife to tell her brother that the King of Mercia is going back to his kingdom, but Ethelfled tells him to tell him himself. Aldhelm tries to tell Ethelred that his wife has the right of it, and that they should stick with Wessex, but Ethelred is having none of it. He stabs Aldhelm in the gut. He tells him that if he survives, don't ever disobey him again. Ethelfled is going back to her room, which finds blood on the door. When she goes in, Aldhelm is sitting at the bottom of her bed with a gut wound. She finds out that it was her husband Ethelred that did it, and Aldhelm tells her that she must call her banners in Mercia and ride to save her brother. Uhtred is being escorted out of Winchester, but then he produces a decree that Alfred gave him, meaning he's no longer an outlaw. Elswith is having none of it, but Father Perlick and Father Byaku vouch for Uhtred that only a king can undo another king's words. Ethelwald claims that Wessex doesn't even have a king, but Edward steps up to the task, and while he says that Uhtred is a pagan, and many of them don't trust him, he has come to Wessex's aid countless times, and he deserves more than to be an outlaw. And with that, the new King of Wessex sends out his envoys to raise the fjords of Wessex, but with them travels Ethelwald. Ethelwald returns to the Danish camp without having killed Uhtred, and Breda mockingly asks him that he not kill him in his sleep, as she has found out that Ethelwald was the one to kill Ragnar. Breda then tells her man Jackdaw to go to Uhtred and deliver him a message, and when Jackdaw arrives to tell Uhtred the message, he tells him Ethelwald killed Ragnar. The Danish army is advancing through some woodland, and they find some of their scouts hung upon the trees, and while they are stopped, the army of Wessex falls upon the rear of the Danish army. It takes the Danes in the vanguard a moment to figure out what's happening, but when they do, they go rushing back to the rear. The Danes are pushing back the men of Wessex with ease, but then Ethelfled and her men from Mercia arrive, and it becomes a more even fight. Ethelwald's ally Sigibrid now arrives with his army, and they go charging down into the fight and begin slaughtering the Danes, taking the Danes and Ethelwald completely by surprise. Ethelwald, Uhtred and Breda all lock eyes, and they all know what's about to happen next. Ethelwald attempts to flee on horseback, but Uhtred soon catches up to him, and with his back to a tree and a sword at his neck, Uhtred asks Ethelwald did he kill Ragnar. Ethelwald says that he had no other choice, because Ragnar is going to kill him if he didn't do it first. Uhtred begins walking away, and Ethelwald begs him for his life, saying he'll never again see this face. So Uhtred tosses him a satchel, and then he thrusts his sword through the satchel with Tura's blood through Ethelwald's heart. Breda now arrives, and herself and Uhtred embrace, having freed Ragnar from hell and sending him to Valhalla. Uhtred now rides north to Ragnar's grave, and he reclaims his amulet that he left at Ragnar's grave when he was first there at Breda, and he puts it back on, having finished yet another quest. And with that, we finish Season 3 of The Last Kingdom. If you've enjoyed the series so far, subscribe. If you'd like to see more recaps, leave a comment saying what series you'd like to see, and I'll see you all in the next video.